Welcome to the Destination Kingdom podcast
Where one friend sharpens another.
and Culture Meets Christianity. I'm your host, D.
And I'm Key. Welcome to the Destination Kingdom podcast. We are a bi weekly podcast hosted by two friends, D and Key. And we're on a mission to make sure that culture and Christianity meet because you cannot impact what you are not a part of. Let's get into this week's episode.
Hey, girl, hey.
Hey, big head, how you doing?
Oh,
Look, we had to spin the block for you one time. We ain't gone. We ain't
look,
gone.
let you know we ain't forget about you. You still
Yeah,
crossing our minds every now and then. We
every
still
now and
thinking
then.
about you a little bit, a
You
little
know what
bit.
I'm saying? We had to send y'all a little text message or something, let you know we still here lurking in the shadows.
Right, right.
But no, on a serious note, hello everyone. We are back. We're back to stay. Okay.
We are back to stay this time,
Yes.
life, life, life.
Not this time. So listen, we don't know how long or how short this episode is gonna be. There is no real structure, but we're just here because we want to just say hi and thank you all for supporting us. It's been April. I just looked at it. April 26th will make a year since we dropped.
Wow.
Yep. Now, let's clarify something. We have recorded.
We
Okay.
ain't dropped nothing for
There,
y'all.
there you go. It ain't like we ain't did nothing with Destination Kingdom.
Look, we've been lurking in the background.
We've been handling business. Okay. So D, what's been going on with you, girl?
Girl, why I always gotta go first?
Okay, you want me to go first? Girl, I was trying to get myself together.
I'm trying to get myself.
Okay. I will go first. I will go first since D say she gotta go
I mean,
first.
we can go back and forth. That's usually what happened anyway. So
Anyway, this is a phone call between two friends that y'all get to eavesdrop on. Okay. So girl, hey real friends. What's been going on with me? So much, y'all. Y'all know you, girl. Last time I talked, I think I was going through.
ooh, look, ooh,
Through.
ooh.
Your girl was going through. And let's just say, I have seen the light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm seeing the light of why I had to go through the tunnel these days. It's still some things that I'm still working through and still growing through, but God is just good. I started a new position at work, switched locations, and it has definitely come with blessings and opportunities of growth. That's what we're gonna say. Okay. And also having me just be more forward thinking about what I want my life to be like long term when it comes to the professional aspect. I feel like I've always been quote unquote put together, right, in the professional aspect, but right now it's not about like that. It's about what do I really want? What do I really want my life to look like in the next 2 years, a year? You know what I mean? 5 years from now. Like, yeah. Um, I turned 30. Your girl turned 30 on 30,
Yeah.
January 30th. You feel me? Um, and I relaxed, y'all, for my 30th. D Cat flew up. Her and some of my other friends, they took me out to dinner, and I had a beautiful birthday cake. And my other friend, whose name is Kier, we've spoken about her before on the podcast as well, I'm sure. She took me to a winery and took me out to eat and stuff the weekend prior to. So I just allowed people to love on me, and I allowed myself to not have a plan and just relax a little bit. So that's my quick update. I'm sure as Detox will have more. Our lives have still been very much so intertwined in this year.
Right, right. I have some follow-up questions.
Oh Lord, okay.
So, like you was talking about how like you are have always been put together in your professional career. And I think like me and you have talked like we had the chance to actually work in the careers that we have our degrees in, which is a
Mhm,
blessing.
mhm,
But do you find that it's scary to like have that uncertainty that you have now?
mhm. It is. It very much so is, because it's like I feel like all my life I knew what was next or what I was supposed to be doing.
Right.
And in this season, I don't have a clue. But I can say, because of different adversities and trials and tribulations that I've been through in the past, I'm not as worried about it as I could be or should be in the past, just because it's like, and not even on the professional stuff, it's just stuff on my personal life. Like, God has just sharpened my faith skills. And we talked about
Mhm.
this on some episode a while back about like being like Jesus on the boat when he slept
Right.
in the storm. So I'm not
Mhm.
saying I'm at the point where I'm there yet, but it's like I can lay down.
Right. I can relax a little bit.
I
Just
can
a,
relax
just a
a little
smidge.
bit,
Just a
just a little
smidge.
bit. So yes, to answer your question, yeah, it is. It is a little hard, but one step at a time.
Yeah, I feel that because I'm like, I feel like sometimes like we be like, oh, like I have to really sit down and think about. And when you've always kind of had a plan in place, like this is the next step. This is what it should look like. It's like, oh, this is different. Like I don't know what it's supposed to look like right now. And that definitely can be scary. So that's why I asked. As far as what I got going on, y'all, it's been since April. Ooh, okay. So I think we all knew I was in the middle of planning a wedding. So I have gotten married. Yay.
Yay.
So I am look, Mrs. Davis, working on changing my last name because I ain't did the paperwork yet. But in social settings, I am Mrs. Davis, okay?
Oh, oh, big one, not little one. Mrs. Davis. Okay, yes, come through. Yes.
Yes. So that was good. It was like stressful up to it, but definitely a beautiful occasion. And we looked at some video recently and I was telling my husband, I was like, I really love you, huh? It was like it just hit me because I saw how I looked at him and I was like, oh, I really love you. Wow. But y'all know I ain't been the most affectionate person, so here we
You've
are.
been getting better though.
I have been getting better, and I'm gonna give myself credit for that. Give myself
Yeah.
credit for that. So that happened. Um, like he said, I did go up to Atlanta. I'm trying to think. I went up to Atlanta for her birthday, and it was a beautiful occasion because we really just got to pour into each other. And as I've gotten older, I find value in just being able to pour into my friends and have them pour into me. So, beautiful occasion. I turned 30.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yes, in between all of that, I did have a really close friend to me that passed away. So that's been um it's been in a journey. I think that's the best way to put it. I have been in counseling because for the first time, this is like the closest person in age wise that I have known to just pass suddenly. Everything happened very quickly. And so just trying to be there for my friend who lost her husband throughout this process. So my birthday was good, but it was bittersweet because that was on my mind very heavy. But I did get to get away with my family. We had a nice little trip to Orlando, got some good laughs in, and I, in the midst of all of that, started a new job as well. So I know y'all done heard me talk about my job, my old job. And so I'm happy now where I am. I feel like I definitely have the balance that I need. And I have the flexibility to be there to support like family and friends and like just be where I need to be as I've gotten older. I think when you were talking about the job and it being scary, I think I have always had like what the professional side of my job should look like, but I didn't really think about how it should reflect in my personal life.
Mm-hmm.
And so going into looking for this new job, new career that I was embarking on, I knew that I wanted to have that personal balance as well. And those attributes were a little more important to me. So even in my interview, I was like, I want a job that cares about me as a human being. Like, I'm gonna give 110% when I'm here, but like, I want you to understand that like I'm a human outside of this. I have stuff going on outside of this, and like respect that. And I'm happy to say, so far so good. So look, we gonna keep that same energy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I do. I have a really good boss now, and she really supports me in being where I need to be. She's like, as long as you do your work, we good. So working from home now, and that's always a plus for me.
um. Okay, I have a question for you. So, you've had a lot of layered things going on, right? So, the first question is, how have you, um, ooh, sorry, ooh, my bad, y'all, I'm hitting my mic. Um, my question for you is, how have you kept yourself okay and sane while supporting someone else as they're going through something?
Ooh, girl. Work in progress. I think I have my support system outside of that. And so that's very important because while I'm supporting somebody that's grieving, I myself am also grieving. Not I wouldn't say to the same capacity, right? But it's still a loss that I'm grieving. And so I've always been, I am pro counseling. Okay. Everybody know pro counseling. I think everybody should go, even if you just need somebody to vent to. So, really relying on my counselor. My counselor has been a very good resource for me. Being in my word more because, like, yeah, I read, but really focusing on God's promises and like what He's saying about grief and like having that support system of people that are going through the same thing and being able to just remind each other of God's promises. And even though I'm supporting somebody that's grieving, they also checking on me. And so it's like for somebody to be in their that deep of a grief, and to be able to check on me, like it helps me to make sure that I'm still taking care of myself.
Mm-hmm.
So, staying sane. I got a good husband. He allows me to look cry when I need to cry, um, and have my moments. So, I think just the layers of support that I have, like Key, look, we get our check in calls too.
Right.
And I have another friend that's checking on me. She's like, "You need to go to the spa. Like, just take a day and just relax and like focus on you." So
Yeah.
those verbal reminders are really helpful.
So it sounds like some key takeaways so far from the both of us is like learning to relax even when there is no plan and to just trust God. But then also it may be good to do a gut check with your circle. Like who's supporting you, who is lifting you up, and who are you lifting up too? Like is it somebody that's going through something and maybe you haven't been the good friend or vice versa? They haven't been the good friend, supportive friend, and that looks different. I know like right now, like physically we can't get to each other so quickly, but when it matters, we show up and we still do, like you said, our little check-ins, like we're diligent about that.
Right.
Like I ain't talked to you this week. I need a phone call. Okay.
I need to know what's going on,
Okay.
okay?
Okay.
Because I
And
will
then
pull up.
hello, I ain't heard from you. Where you at? You know what I'm saying? And we still got each other locations, so it ain't like I don't know where you at.
Right.
But
Look,
yeah,
are they really your real friend if you ain't got their location? I'm just
let me
saying.
tell you something. Let me tell you. Let me tell you because I'm gonna know. Okay, and y'all remember Elena the Don got hers too. Listen, I'm gonna check on my friends. You feel me? I'm trying to think what else has happened. So much has happened. I would say like publicly say thank you again to you and your husband for allowing, particularly I would say me, to share in y'all special day. It was a beautiful day, y'all. Like I will not cry.
Y'all, no lie, I'm telling her business. She gonna get me. But she called me like 2 weeks ago and was like, she was crying. I'm like, I answered the phone. I'm like, what's wrong? Like, we was good like yesterday. Like, what is going on? Like, did somebody die? Like, all these thoughts running through my head. Like, I'm like, what is going on? And she's like, I'm just so happy for you, G. I said, I know you lied to me.
And I wasn't, because let me tell you something. I want to go. I want the record to show, because y'all know D was up here talking all this smack about me being a crybaby and this and that. I kept myself together for 2 years almost. For 2 years. Until I saw her walk down that aisle and I lost it. I was still playing though. I was still G. Okay. But let me tell you what this heifer did.
Oh,
Let me tell you what she did though. This is what got me. Demetria was walking down the aisle to her husband, right? First of all, her husband had already looked at me crying, right? I was like, mind your business, sir. Mind your business, okay?
look, he was crying himself.
He
So,
was crying. He was crying too. And me, I saw him cry. I was like, oh my gosh. But then I saw Demetria walk down the aisle. And I was like, oh, she looks so beautiful. And like, she was happy. He was happy. Her parents were happy. Like, her sisters, they were beaming from, cheek to cheek. Everybody was just happy, right? And then Demetria looks at me. She catches my eye. I said, oh, Lord. And
because
mouths,
she
it's
was over here
okay.
trembling. She was trembling. So
You ain't got to tell the people.
I'm like, it's okay, kid. It's okay. Go on and cry.
Girl, mind you, she says this and she walking down the aisle. I'm like, girl, what? I love you, but your priorities. God, picture. Don't be looking. So when she did that, I lost it. I had to turn my head. I was like, oh my gosh, this is just not gonna work. My makeup is running on. It's hot. We out here in the sun. I was like, Lord, but y'all know my face just be. Oh, it was just, but it was a beautiful, beautiful time, and to just witness the love that you all share, and to just hear so many people say good things about it, and you confess it. I feel like it's something special when you, number one, are alone for the journey, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's something special about that. But then number two, when you have a peace with somebody, right, and you know they in good hands, like as a friend, as a sister, like that. I don't know. For me personally, it helps me sleep at night to know you okay.
Oh yeah,
You
definitely. And I'm like I didn't understand in the moment, but then
mm-hmm.
my other best friend got engaged, and I was like, I finally understand how everybody felt.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's different. It's different. I'm like, because you've been there for everything. And so to see it, like, and not even just to see it get to an engagement or like a good marriage or whatever, like, to know they're in good hands.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to know that this person gonna take care of them and they already proven like they ride or die. They here for the long haul.
Mm-hmm.
It give you definitely some peace.
Yeah.
So I understand.
Yeah. I'm glad you did, because Denitra was like, I can't. It was like, girl, when whoever get married next. At the time we didn't know, but then her other best friend got married, and she my friend too. So
Right.
well, she got engaged, about to get married rather. And so it was like, yeah, now you know how we feel. You had everybody, all 8, 9 of us up here just woo! And now it's your turn. It is your turn.
Right, right.
So
Yes.
everything's good, y'all. I don't we're okay, y'all. We're okay. We coming back to stay. Um, I have a feeling that season 4 is gonna be one for the books. And I mean that in a good way.
Definitely. Definitely. Definitely.
So
We don't know what it's gonna be about yet, but
no, we don't.
to be determined.
To be determined, because let me tell you something. God has been taking us on a lot of lessons. I know one that eventually I would want to share is that God's timing is perfect, and it ain't all about everything. Pastor talked about this actually on Sunday, when he was talking about going through adversity and
Mhm.
trials, and he was saying how Pastor Darius Daniels, from Change Church. And so he was just talking about how, when you're going through your adversity, like you just think it's about you, but he was like, God is preparing you for something else. And he was like, and when
Mhm.
you make it through that adversity, and when it sharpens your prayer life, your faith skills, your perseverance, all these different things. And he was like, when you come out of it, that makes you the perfect person to go back and help someone that is the you that was back then. And
Right.
I'm like, it's a blessing. You know what I mean? Like, it don't feel good, but when you come out of it bigger, stronger, healthier, more peaceful, more understanding, more forgiving, more direct and stern in some places, like, it's beautiful.
Definitely. Definitely.
So
Look, God be preparing you so you could go back and look, go back and what they used to say, reach out and touch.
reach out and touch. Y'all know we good for a song. Somebody's hand.
Make this world a better place if you can.
It's time to go. We are being problematic. It's time to go. Listen, till the next episode, it won't be long. It won't be long, y'all. We're back. We here to stay. This our Hey Big Head text. Don't classify us as toxic, please.
Not toxic. Yeah, this wasn't toxic. We was just letting y'all know we was lurking in the background.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We back. We back. We back.
We was lurking because we was planning to come back, and we back. Okay, hey.
Right, right. So till next time, y'all, please make sure that you like, comment, share, subscribe. Leave us some comments as well on Instagram and on Facebook. Those are the best places to reach us. Also on our website, feel free to email us at realfriends at destinationkingdom.org, at Destination Kingdom on all social media sites. So till next time, we'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
Bye.